On August 2018, a clandestine organization allegedly attacked Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro during a military parade in the country's capital of Caracas. They attached explosives to 2 drones and manually flew them against the man they called the usurper. The attack failed, but it represented a demonstration of power, a symbolic message that could influence the shape of things to come. A mysterious organization known as Soldados de Franelas, the Flannel Soldiers, claimed responsibility. Now, the group has emerged from the shadows, and a member of the organization offered a rare one-on-one interview with I-24 News. From an undisclosed location, Gregory, alias Capi, revealed several details about the organization, its motives, funding, and future goals, including a warning to President Maduro and other high-ranking government officials. The group is coming for them.
Mira, no solamente Nicolás Maduro.
Not only Nicolas Maduro, we are talking about people who handle drug trafficking, who are in power, of people who handle organized crime, people who handle terrorist groups, people who protect terrorists and criminals. The objective is to fight to recover democracy in our country, whatever the cost.
But from where does the clandestine organization get the funds for their operations?
Realmente mucho de nuestro trabajo ha sido por
Much of our work is self-funded. Many of us remain without cars or homes. We've sold what little we had in order to dedicate ourselves to the fight, because we all want to recover what is ours. The people who have collaborated do so given their own commitment. They are part of the movement.
The 35-year-old also confirmed that Cuba's intelligence service and terror elements are currently operating in Venezuela.
con referente a los grupos terroristas.
Hezbollah, ETA, and the ELN and the other irregular groups exist in the country. The so-called colectivos have explosives training by ETA and have an operations center in lower-class districts west of Caracas. The same government officials threaten the people who manage the social networks. They use Hezbollah terrorists to intimidate them, saying they are going to kill their families in Venezuela or blow up their houses. How many terrorists with Venezuelan diplomatic passports have been captured in different countries? It is known. The world knows that Venezuela is a potential danger for many countries because it is currently the cradle of terrorism, where they are training terrorists to harm different countries.
The underground organization gave details of Cuban involvement in the country and about the places from where they allegedly operate.
La dictadura.
The dictatorship is run by the Cuban revolutionary government, no doubt about that. One of the Cuban G2 intelligence centers of operations, the largest in Venezuela, is located underground in the Palace of Miraflores. Near the Bolivar Square in Caracas, there is a hotel, and some of the staff who work for the Cuban G2 are on the first floor. They have digital systems for social networks. In fact, the dictatorship has always threatened to remove social networks and the internet, but has not done so because the Cuban dictatorship realized that social networks have been their best ally.
Yet actions of this sort come with a high personal cost for members of the rebel movement. Gregory, aka Capi, confirmed that Maduro's government used torture against dissidents.
Las torturas existen.
Torture exists. Many comrades have been tortured, such as Captain Juan Carlos Caguanipano, who has suffered both psychological and physical torture. I think more cruelly than any other political prisoner. There are comrades who have been tortured. There are kidnappings where they torture companions, relatives, and then release them.
Gregory concludes with a warning to the Maduro government, which is set to remain in power for another 6-year term. It involves the group's alleged secret information about the killing of Oscar Perez, one of the underground movement's leaders, who they say was executed by the National Army and not killed in a shootout with government forces, as they claim.
I can tell you we have pros of the El Junquito massacre, which will be revealed to the public.
The clandestine struggle in Venezuela will most likely continue.